So let's just imagine for a second that I had to pack up everything and move to Winston-Salem today. Fresh start, clean slate, no insider knowledge. What would I do differently? That's what we're going to be diving into in this video today. And I'm glad you're here. My name is Keon Shoulders with Real Broker LLC. I live here, I work here, I help people buy and sell homes right here in the Triad. And I'm not here just to sell you a dream. I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So whether you're making a move in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. I'm receiving calls and texts every day and I love it. My contact information is in the description box and I'm easy to reach. When I first came to Winston-Salem, I didn't know what I didn't know. I had that new town excitement, sure, but a little bit of blind optimism as well. And look, it turned out alright. I love it here. But if I had a chance to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, there are definitely some things that I'll tweak to make the whole transition smoother, smarter, and frankly, a lot less stressful. First things first, I wouldn't rush into a neighborhood just because it looked nice on Zillow. That's one of the biggest things. Online listings are helpful, yeah, but they never tell the full story. I actually spend more time driving around, having coffee in local spots, getting a feel for the vibe in different areas. Every neighborhood in Winston-Salem has its own vibe. Some are super walkable and community driven, and others are quiet and tucked away with a little bit more land and privacy. There's not a one size fits all here, and I definitely would have slowed down and done a little bit more research. And speaking of neighborhoods, I pay a little bit more attention to commute patterns. Even though Winston-Salem isn't this massive city with bumper-to-bumper traffic for hours, where you live still makes a big difference depending on where you're going day to day. I had no clue how I appreciate being 10 minutes away from my favorite grocery store or being able to hop on 421 without winding through endless back roads. I'd be a little more strategic about that. And one thing that I did do right, but I'll double down if I moved again, is making sure the house I chose had solid bones. Older homes here, they have so much charm, but you gotta be careful. The character here is amazing. Crown molding, original hardwoods, big front porches. But I'll bring a great inspector and ask more questions about the HVAC, the plumbing, and the foundation. Because pretty paint and cute curb appeal, that can distract you from a leaky crawl space real quick. Another thing, I'd be way more intentional about community. When I first moved here, I thought I'd just naturally run into people, find my circle, and stumble into events. But Winston-Salem is kind of like a well-kept secret. You have to lean into it a little to get the most out of it. I sign up for events earlier, check out local networking groups, and support more of the small businesses right from the jump. There's so much going on here. Live music, food festivals, outdoor markets, and I kind of feel like I missed out on a little of that my first year by not being plugged in. Also, I'd be more curious, more open to trying places outside of my comfort zone. You know how we all kind of pick a few places and just stick to them? Yeah, I did that early on. But once I started getting recommendations from the locals, like places to eat, things to do, stores to visit, I realized just how much Winston-Salem had to offer. I mean, seriously, there are neighborhoods you might not even notice if you're only driving to and from work. But once I explored, you find these little hidden gems with incredible food, cool architecture, or just this peaceful, tucked away feeling that you can't buy in the big city. Now let's talk price. Because yeah, that matters. If I was moving here today, I approach pricing with a sharper lens. Winston-Salem is still affordable compared to some of the other bigger cities, but it's growing. I'll be more realistic about what my needs are versus what I want. And I'll make sure that I'm getting value, not just square footage. In some areas, you're paying a lot more because of the schools, walkability, and the newer builds. In other areas, you might score a deal if you're just willing to do a little bit of updating. And I'll weigh the long-term resale a lot more seriously too. Not just, do I love this house, but is this house gonna work for me 5 years from now? And honestly, I get more help earlier. A lot of folks try to figure it all out on their own. Scrolling listings at midnight, or trying to understand market trends without the context. I totally get it. But I've learned that when you have someone who actually knows the market, they can save you from wasting a whole lot of time and energy. So yeah, if I was starting over today, I get connected with a local pro early on. Someone who listens, who knows the hidden pockets, who's not trying to push anything, just give you the lay of the land. And one more thing I do differently. I ask more questions. Not just about the houses, but about lifestyle. What's important to me day to day? Do I want to walk my dog in a park nearby? Do I need to be close to an airport? Am I okay with well water, or do I need city utilities? These kind of questions seem small, but they add up. It's not just about the house. It's about how your life fits into that house. And look, I know moving to a new city can feel like a big leap, especially if you're relocating from out of state. You've got logistics, timelines, possibly a new job transition, maybe even kids or pets to think about. But Winston-Salem, it's a place where that leap can turn into something really special if you do it right. There's a charm here that you just can't fake. A slower pace that still feels alive. Neighbors actually talk to each other. You've got access to the mountains and the wineries, plus great food. But you're not paying LA prices or dealing with DC traffic. It's this sweet spot that people are just catching on to. And if I can go back and redo my move here, I'll soak all that in from day one. I'll make decisions more intentionally. I ask better questions. I'll take my time where it matters and move faster where it counts. And I get connected to people who already know the landscape, so I wouldn't be figuring it all out solo. And hey, if you're watching this because you're thinking about making a move to Winston-Salem, or maybe even just curious about what life might look like for you here, here's my honest advice. Don't wait. Call me or shoot me a text. Whether you're 3 months out or just kicking the tires on the idea, I'd love to help you get your bearings. No pressure, just straight talk from someone who's already been through the move and knows what it takes to make it feel like home. I'm not here to sell you on Winston-Salem. It'll do that all by itself. I'm here to help you land in the right spot for you and make that transition feel a whole lot less like a leap and more like a step in the right direction. So if you're thinking about it, reach out. I'd be happy to chat, answer any questions, or maybe grab coffee when you're in town. Whether you're ready now or just planning ahead, let's make sure that this move to Winston-Salem is one you feel good about. And if this video helped you out, even a little bit, then tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because I'm going to keep showing up with content that helps people just like you become confident, educated homeowners. I've got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video, as it will help you with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I'll see you in the next one.